what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. And I'm here today for just a general pickup collection update video. I do have some stuff that I'm going to talk about, some stuff that I'm going to review, unbox that I've gotten from various studios. I've also got stuff that I just ordered. This is going to be just a variety of stuff. I like to do these random pickup videos every now and then, just to make sure that I'm covering everything that's coming into the collection. And some of these I think I've shown off on a live stream before, but I know that not everybody checks out my live stream. So again, I like to bring it here to this one location to just make sure that I'm showing off everything that I'm adding to the collection. So again, got a variety of stuff, Paramount titles, Warner Brothers titles, I've got Arrow Video titles, Vinegar Syndrome titles, Sony titles. I just got in a package from Diabolic DVD that I'm excited to unbox. But before we get into all of it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel, guys. That is what we do. Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love. So if you like that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button, and then, comment down below. What have you been picking up? I always like to hear about your, your weekly, your daily pickups, whatever you're getting in the mail, whatever you're picking up in stores. Let me know in that comment section below. So, okay, let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm going to start off with a review. And I just got done watching this and the special features right before I came in here to film this video. But I have Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, which I actually heard they're going to ditch the whole Part 1, Part 2 of Dead Reckoning. I don't know what they're going to do with Part 2, what they're going to call it. But yeah, I thought that was kind of stupid. I always think it's stupid when they do the Part 1. It's just too much. Like, the title's already long enough. Just call it Dead Reckoning and call the next one something different. Like, I don't understand the whole thing. But anyway, that's beside the point. Got this sent to me by Paramount, so I'm happy to talk about it here today. Now, I did see this movie in the theaters with my wife. It's a very long movie. I will say that it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. And just getting into my thoughts on the actual film itself, it is way too long for me. Like, there's some moments in the middle that I just think drag on way too much, and it just gets so lost and caught up in its own plot, and it just stays there, and it gets so convoluted. I just feel like they could have cut out several plot points in the middle portion. But I think the last 45 minutes to an hour is super strong. I love the entire train sequence. I like the opening of the film a lot. Like, the actual cold open of this movie before they actually get to the title credits is 25 minutes long. So it's a very long before they get the actual title credits. But yeah, I like a lot about this movie. It's not my favorite Mission Impossible, though. I don't think it's up to the standards that we've gotten, at least since Ghost Protocol. Like Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, I would put all of those above this one. It's a solid movie, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I like all the characters. There's a lot of female characters in this movie, and I think that they all play a very important, vital role. And this is how you do badass female characters. Sometimes it feels forced in movies. I feel like they all have something to do, and they all play equal parts importance to the story. And they all play good backups to Ethan Hunt's main character. I think that Haley Atwell, who's introduced here, is a very interesting character, and I like her dynamic with Ethan Hunt. And you have this girl who's a badass. I can't even think of her name. I know she's Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy, I think. But Rebecca Ferguson, I do think kind of got the short end of the stick here. Just a little bit. Let me know what you all. I'm not going to spoil anything, but just a little bit. She got the short end of the stick. And who else is in this damn thing? Oh, Vanessa Kirby is very good, kind of villain character. And you got Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg came back, and I love their dynamic with Ethan Hunt. So it's a good movie. I just think it's a little bit too long, and Carrie Elwes is just chewing up the scenery just a little bit too much. All the villains are, to be honest. And I know the villain from the first season of Ozark is in this movie. He's pretty good for what he does, but some really great stunt sequences. They showed it in the trailers, which I think was kind of a mistake, but the big motorcycle jump off the mountain is freaking awesome. Even in the theaters, I remember watching it and thinking it was awesome. And the fact that Tom Cruise actually did that stunt is super cool and awesome as well. But good movie, though. I like this movie. Just a little bit too long. Now, getting into the actual 4K picture quality, I think that it's a good 4K for whatever reason. When I was watching this, though, I don't watch and review a ton of modern movies on this channel. I'm mainly talking about restorations. So, I imagine this was filmed with a 4K camera and everything. But I'm watching it and I'm like, something about this just doesn't feel as crisp and as clean as some of the other modern films that I've been watching on 4K recently. Like Barbie, I thought just looked immaculate. Like the picture quality just looked excellent. And I don't know if it's the way this movie was filmed, but it just didn't look as good. Like Top Gun Maverick, you know, Tom Cruise's other film that came out last year on 4K. I remember watching that on 4K last year, and it looked so crisp and clean, and just the visuals were just perfect. Like just perfect. This, I don't know, there's just something about it's not bad. Like I could make everything out and it looked good, but for some reason it just didn't look as crisp as a modern movie I feel like should on 4K. I almost felt like I was watching on streaming, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I'm watching this on, I've got a C2 OLED TV LG, so I got the setup, guys, but it just didn't, I don't know, it just didn't pop like some of the other modern 4Ks do. And it has Dolby Vision, it has HDR10, it has all the bells and whistles, but I don't know, there's just something about it. But getting into the audio, Dolby Atmos, and that's what really truly shines with this release, because I just have a sound bar, but it kind of simulates that Dolby Atmos setup, and I got the subwoofer. But some of the sequences, particularly in the beginning when they're shooting the sniper rifles in the desert, like you could just feel the bullets like whooshing past you. My walls were rumbling. I made sure to turn this up like as far as I possibly could to get the full test of the sound. And some of the sequences at the end, like I said, with the train and the motorcycle, like as soon as he does that jump, like it's real loud and you can just hear everything. And then all of a sudden it sucks all the sound out. So just really good sound design in this movie. And I thought it really sounded great just across the board with the Dolby Atmos. So that's definitely, for me, the standout of this 4K. And, you know, getting into the packaging here real quick, I like the slipcover here. I wasn't a huge fan of the Steelbook, so I just got the slipcover release. And you got a little sticker right there for the bonus materials. And I'll go ahead and show you all the back right there if you haven't seen it. You got Tom right there. Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead and take it out, show you the front, show you the back, open it up. You got 2 discs in this set. You got a digital code as well. But what I will say is only the movie is on the 4K disc. The Blu-ray, this is not a Blu-ray copy of the actual film. All that's on the Blu-ray is the special features. I don't know what that's all about. Why couldn't you just put the film on Blu-ray, Paramount? What's going on? Because there's only like 30 minutes of special features. And to use an entire disc for that, I just don't get it. I don't get why didn't they just put the actual film on there? It doesn't make much sense to me. But getting into the special features, you know, I just said there's 30 minutes of special features. It's cool that they're included here, because I know when the press release came out, a lot of people were scared that the special features were only going to be digital. Which is not the case. They are on that disc, and they just take you through like every big stunt moment of the film, and they show you how it was filmed and how it was done. Definitely the most entertaining or most informative one, most interesting one, was the one where he jumps off the mountain. So getting to see how they actually did that was super cool. And I think all of that stuff is actually on YouTube as well, because I remember seeing some of those sequences on YouTube. But it's still really cool that they're just talking Tom up, and all the special features, talking about how great he is, how he does his own stunts. And you know what? It's all true. Like, it's super cool that he does his own stunts, and I think it does add that little bit extra to the film. So Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1. I almost said Rogue Nation again. It's good. I do recommend this. It is $29.96 right now currently. Black Friday is almost upon us. You'll probably get it for a little bit cheaper in a couple weeks, so maybe wait, but it's a good Mission Impossible movie. I do recommend you add it to your collection. And I'm not going to speak too much on these because I may do standalone reviews for these movies, but I do have Scrooged on 4K. Got this sent to me by Paramount as well. And I love the cover right there. It's just the classic poster, Bill Murray, and I cannot wait to watch this movie on 4K. And then you look on the back right there. You got him in the taxi, which is super cool. And I think there are some special features here. There's a commentary by director Richard Donner, which I imagine is an older commentary because Richard Donner is no longer with us. A Christmas to Remember, updating Ebenezer, bringing the ghost to life, the look of Scrooge on set with Bill Murray, Show West clip. So it's nice that they included a good amount of special features in this release. And also on the Mission Impossible release, I forgot to note it, but there is a commentary with the director, Christopher McQuarrie, who directed this and Rogue Nation and Fallout. He's been working on this movie for a long time. So definitely cool that we get a commentary with the director, because you don't always get that with the more modern films for sure. But back to this, looks like it's pretty loaded with special features, and we'll take it out of the slipcover. You got a different cover on the inside. This is actually, I believe, the same cover as the Blu-ray that I have in my collection, the slipcover of the Blu-ray I have in my collection. And I will be doing a full review of Scrooge when I get around to watching it. So look for that either this week, this weekend, or early next week. It'll be one of those. But you got Scrooge right there, the cover. You got another look at the back right there with the casting list down there. Open it up, and it looks like you just have the 4K disc with this one. You do have a digital code as well. So only the 4K disc, and you have all the special features on the 4K disc, I imagine. That's cool. You know, I would rather them include the Blu-rays, but because I like having that option. I mean, I was in here last night, and I only have a Blu-ray in here, and I was prepping some videos, and I watched Halloween, because yesterday was Halloween. And I watched it on Blu-ray, and because I was in here and I only have a Blu-ray player. So I like having that option, even though I have Halloween on 4K. So I like having that option. So now I have to keep the Blu-ray of Scrooge in my collection because they didn't include it in this. But at least the price reflects, you know, at least the price is reflected in that. So you can't complain too much because the Blu-ray is not included, but this isn't very expensive. So Scrooged on 4K, there you go. And I got this in today, and I was very surprised to get this in so early because this is actually due out on November the 14th. But this is the latest Paramount Presents title, and that is Terms of Endearment on 4K. So very excited to give this one a watch. I've never seen it. I know it's got Jack Nicholson, Shirley MacLaine, Deborah Winger, movie from 1983 celebrating its 40th anniversary. So let's open this sucker up. I love Paramount Presents. Love Paramount Presents. Now this is going for $34.99, and with these titles, sometimes there's sales that you can look out for every now and then, but they rarely drop too much in price. So I would rather them, I wish they dropped these to be a little bit more affordable, like $27.99 or something like that, because there's really like not a lot to them. Like you have this little cool slipcover gimmick right there with the fold out poster, but it's really no different than just a regular 4K release. So I don't know why they charge so much for these, but this is on 4K for the first time. Obviously, I'll show you the back right there. You got the synopsis, you got I think you got this on 4K, and they do include the Blu-ray, and you got some special features as well. I'll show you the specs, and this is rated PG. And I'm trying to look. Yes, this does have Dolby Vision, HDR10, Dolby Audio. And yeah, I'm excited to watch this one. So let's take it out of the slip packaging. And you got that nice, you know, silver banner right there, which is cool. And we'll take it out. We'll take the plastic off. I always say I should remove the plastic before I get on camera, but I never do. That was actually a nice clean rip. All right, so we'll show you the regular case. Clear case right here. Flip it to the back. Open it up. You do have a digital code in here included. And you have some nice disc art. So very cool. Like I said, 4K and Blu-ray. And there is a commentary here by director James L. Brooks. I don't know if that's a new one or an old one. I imagine it's probably an older one. And you have a new filmmaker focus with James L. Brooks. Okay, so James L. Brooks is still alive. And he did a new filmmaker focus. So maybe the commentary is new. I'm not exactly sure. So yeah, very cool. I love Paramount Presents. I love collecting for them. I have pretty much every one. I think I'm missing maybe one or two. But it's a great line, and I'm happy to see that Paramount is continuing it. This is number 42 in that line. All right, so let's get into some Arrow video releases. We have Black Hats on 4K, and we've been waiting for this one, I think, since May. I think this was announced like very early on in the year, and it actually had a different artwork on the slipcover, and they changed it because I guess some people were complaining about it. I'll be interested to see if they included it on the inside, though. It might be like reversible cover art or something, but let me cut this open. Boom! All right, rip this sucker off. And there you go. There's the front. And I do aim to do a review for this one, standalone for sure. But in case I don't, here's the unboxing. Show you everything that's on this disc. Got the specs down there at the bottom. This is a film directed by Michael Mann, and I haven't seen this movie. It's starring Chris Hemsworth. I feel like when this came out, people weren't very nice to it. I don't feel like this got like high praise or anything. So a lot of people, when this was announced, were like, really? We're getting Black Hat on 4K? Like, who cares? There were some people, though, that were excited. So I am excited to watch this one. Never seen the film. 2 disc limited edition contents. We got disc 1, the US and international versions. You have disc 2, the director's cut, Blu-ray, and the US and international versions are on 4K. So that's definitely cool. But we'll go ahead and take it out of the slipcover, show you the front of the case, show you the back of the case, open it up, and oh, they do have that artwork on the inside, actually, on the booklets. They have the booklet right here. I'll go ahead and flip through that a little bit. But yeah, on the actual 4K disc, we had that older Black Hat artwork. I imagine it's probably the reversible cover art. And then we have the director's cut and Blu-ray. So I think that's the reason why they went back, because they didn't include the director's cut the first time. I think they had to redo this to include the director's cut. I think. I can't exactly remember. I can't remember every issue that everything has and why it's delayed, guys. I'm sorry. But Black Hat, you do have that, you know, older Arrow Video artwork. This was supposed to be the slipcover, but they changed it. I mean, I like it. I don't know what it means in context of the film, but it's pretty cool. But that's Black Hat. This is due out, I believe, at the end of the month. I think November the 28th is when that's coming out. I also got Full Body Massage, and this is from Unearthed Film, so I have no idea what this is. Full Body Massage, very cool. And this has Mimi Rogers in it, a young Mimi Rogers. And I don't know what year this came out. This is from 1995. 1995. And Mimi Rogers is getting a full body massage. So this seems like one to watch, you know, for sure. And this actually has a spine number. Spine number 13. I didn't know that Unearthed Films numbered their spines. I don't collect for them too much, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, from Nicholas Roeg, the director of The Man Who Fell to Earth, Walkabout, and Don't Look Now. Okay, I gotta check this out then, because I heard some good things about Walkabout, and Don't Look Now I actually do really enjoy, but that's the back right there. So yeah, Unearthed Films is usually known for releasing trash films, like Serbian film, but this is Unearthed Classics, so I think it's a different line. But you have a new 2K scan here, you have the TV version, and yeah, show you the back right there, show you the front. I doubt this has reversible cover art, but there's the disc. And yeah, this is due out sometime this month. I can't remember the release date, but it's coming out in November. I'll link it down below in the description. We also have Go Nagi's Lion Girl. Let's see who put this one out. This is from Cleopatra, released this. I get this stuff, guys, and I don't even know what it is. I just get it sent to me. So I show it off in case somebody's interested, because somebody out there knows what this is, and they're familiar with all the lore, and they know everything about it. So yeah, but I know nothing. It's got this has Derek Mears in it. That name sounds familiar. So yeah, Lion Girl. Do you guys know what this is? Let me know in the comment section below. Oh no, it's got stuff at the top. It's got freaking tape at the top. Come on. All right, here we go. All for just that, just the disc art. That's all we're showing here. But Lion Girl is due out sometime this month as well. I think this is actually due out maybe November the 7th, if I'm right about that. All right, so Blue Beetle. I got this in from Warner Brothers. I think I showed this off on a live stream recently, but there it is, Blue Beetle. I haven't watched this one yet. But you do have special features here. You have Scaravision, episode 1 in an Initiation, episode 2 Mastery. So are those like maybe like little shorts or something that have to do with Blue Beetle? That's interesting. Blue Beetle's Nana Knows Best is another one. Origins, Production Begins, In Full Flight, and A Hero's World. So cool that they have some new special features here. I'm pretty sure people like this movie. It didn't do very well at the box office, but I'm pretty sure people like this movie. There's only a 4K here, and there's no Blu-ray, but there is a digital code if you want to put it in your player. There you go. Show you the back of the case. And yeah, digital code. Nice purple disc. I dig the purple disc. I like it when they color the disc and it's not just a boring, you know, gray or black or whatever. You know, got to add some kind of flair to it. But that's Blue Beetle. This actually came out on Halloween, October the 31st. And let me show off my Vinegar Syndrome pickups real quick. Again, I showed these off on a live stream, but if in case you weren't there, I did get Blood-Sucking Freaks. Look at that. There's something really cool with this slipcover here. I'll show off in a second. And then I'll show off the back right there. But let me show you what this slipcover does. So this is a magnetic slipcover. And I haven't really seen this before. Maybe Vinegar Syndrome's done this before. I don't know. But you take it off like this. And then inside you have the actual case for Blood-Sucking Freaks, which I'll show off. And I've heard some wild things about this movie. I'm still not sure why I bought it. But there you got the disc art. And let me flip this real quick. And that's the original artwork. See, I already did all the flipping here again because I showed this off on my live stream. But let me show you this slipcover. And I think somebody told me about this while I was live. That's the benefits of doing this stuff live, because people will tell me what I need to be showing off and how I need to be showing off. But the slipcover reverses. You can actually bend it and reverse it. And let me see if I can pull this off again. And it's a different slipcover. It's a reversible slipcover. Have you all ever seen anything like that? Because I don't think that I have. But this is very cool. I really like this a lot. But yeah, that's Blood-Sucking Freaks. I also got Mother's Day on 4K right here. So very cool release. And maybe I review some of these titles when I watch them. I don't know, but I want to show them off anyway. You got some cool disc art right there. Reversible cover art, but it's the same as the slipcover. But nobody beats Vinegar Syndrome and slipcover packaging. Like, this is just freaking excellent. And I also got Pretending I'm Superman, which is an ETR Media release. Very cool. I'll flip that, show the back. It's in that cool N64 packaging. I will collect every single one of these as long as they keep making these, because they're super awesome. And that's the reversible cover art right there. And this is a documentary on the Tony Hawk games that came out back in the 90s for 64 and PlayStation. So PlayStation 2, I think Xbox might have got maybe the fourth one. I don't know if they've made any new ones. I know they've done like remasters, but I don't know if they ever made like a 5 and 6, because I was already pretty much done gaming by then. But excited to watch this. And I need to show this off because this is reversible cover art. But when you first got into it, it was the actual like blue cartridge, which if you all remember, if you played this on N64, the cartridge was blue. So I love that attention to detail by ETR Media. I think that's super cool how they do that. And then the actual disc is a wheel, which is awesome too. All right, so let me throw this one to the side. And the last new release I got, well, I've got some other new releases, but they're from Diabolic. Godzilla from Sony. And a lot of people are probably like, Ken, why'd you get Godzilla on 4K? Well, I didn't own it on 4K. I actually didn't own this film at all. I don't have it on VHS. I don't have it on DVD. I don't have it on Blu-ray. So this is a first time buy for Godzilla. Nice steelbook right here, and I love this movie. I don't care what you all say. I grew up with it. I was like 13 when this came out. I remember the trailer. It was super awesome, and yeah, I'm a big fan of this movie. Really enjoy it. I think it's super cool, but yeah, there you have it, guys. That's Godzilla right there. He's mean, and he's lean, and I believe this also includes the Blu-ray, and it does include a digital code. I think I gave that away live the other night. But you do have the 4K and you have the Blu-ray here, and you have some cool interior artwork. So very cool steelbook by Sony. I like collecting the Sony steelbooks. They do a good job. Bam, look at him. I know he looks like an iguana. That's what everybody likes to joke, but that's realistic because the nukes went off and they blew up the iguanas. And so yeah, the radiation affected the iguanas, and that's realistic, right? You don't see anything in real life that looks like Godzilla from back in the 50s. Like, that doesn't happen. So this is more realistic to me. So I like it. That's my favorite Godzilla movie, by the way. I don't care what you all say. All right, let's open this up. I got this package in from Diabolic, and I pre-ordered these like 2 or 3 months ago. So I'm excited to finally get these. One of these came out in August, and for some reason I pre-ordered these together at the beginning of August. And one of them was October, and I didn't realize they were going to come at the same time, or they had to come at the same time because I paid shipping for both of them. So I had to wait for this one that came out in August until now. But I'm excited to watch it nonetheless, and I'll go ahead and show that one off. But Staying Alive, I got this is a Kino Lorber release. So finally got Staying Alive, directed by Sylvester Stallone on 4K, and I'm excited to watch it. And yeah, I pre-ordered from Diabolic because I'm like, all right, I'm tired of ordering from Amazon and Kino Lorber getting this stuff late. I'm going to order from Diabolic, and I ordered it with the other title, and it came late anyway. So the joke was on me the whole time. But that's just what happens. I love Saturday Night Fever. I watched that for the first time last year with the 4K, and I thought it was great. So I'm excited to jump into the sequel. From what I'm hearing, it's very different, but different isn't always bad. And Kino Lorber just does a phenomenal job with their transfers, so excited to watch this. And you do have, it looks like, the 4K and the Blu-ray of this. Looking for reversible cover art. You do not have it. But yeah, there you go. That is Staying Alive. Staying Alive. All right, so this next one is my first ever from this label. My first ever title from this label. I'm excited to dive into this label because I haven't gotten anything from them. It's an Australian label by the name of Imprint. And I went ahead and picked up Bug, William Friedkin's Bug, because this is one I remember renting on DVD back in the day. I think this one came out in 2006. And it's got Ashley Judd, it's got Michael Shannon, and I just remember this being a really gnarly thriller with some real like psychological like horror elements. And I'm excited to rewatch it. It was supposed to be released by Kino Lorber as a 4K, and then, you know, there were some issues with Friedkin, and now we probably know that it wasn't like actual like issues with Friedkin. It was probably the fact that he was sick and just couldn't do the restoration and didn't want him to do it. I don't know. But Imprint came through here and they released a Blu-ray edition of Bug, and I don't even know if Bug had a Blu-ray, even had a Blu-ray. I think it was still stuck on DVD. I could be wrong there, but yeah, this is a really cool edition. I am just kind of looking at it because, again, I just opened this package. I've never had an imprint in before. I've never received an imprint in. So let's go ahead and cut the plastic off. And I'm trying to feel just how durable these slip covers are, you know. And I'm glad that the sticker is on the plastics and I don't have to have this on the actual case. But yeah, this is a really cool movie. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. So go ahead and show you the back right there. I think you do get an audio commentary with Friedkin. You get an audio commentary by author, film historian Troy Haworth, and Tony Strauss, WK Books and editor of Wings Chop magazine. A discussion with William Friedkin, Bug, and introduction. So I don't know if any of these features are new or not, but very cool. I like the packaging though. I like the slipcover. It's a side loader. So let's go ahead and take that out, and bam. You got Bug on the fronts, different artwork there. Go ahead and show off the back. And it says from the director of The Exorcist. So this was kind of a horror film. I would say this was kind of a horror film for sure. And we'll open it up and you got the disc. So because I haven't ever watched an Imprint, I don't know if this is Region B or not, because Umbrella says that it's Region B, but you can play it on regular players. So I don't know if that's the same, if the same rules apply to Imprints. You know, maybe I'll put this in my regular player and it will play. So I'll try to report that back whenever I find out, so you guys know. But again, some people could enlighten me in the comments section. But I'm excited to watch it. I got the region-free player. If I have to watch it in here, I will watch it in here. But very cool addition from Imprints. And yeah, I would love to collect more for Imprint for sure, but this one was definitely the one that drew me to the label. I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick that up because I loved watching that movie. But Bug on Blu-ray, guys, that's all my pickups, though. I had a hefty amount. I actually have more to show off and talk about than I thought I would with this video, but there you have it, guys. All my new pickups in one spot here today to talk about. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'll be linking as much of the stuff that I talked about here today down below in the description, especially the new titles that I got in for review. So hit those links if you want any of these titles to add to your collection. And yeah, turn on the bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts, guys. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.